Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Ghoul Earth Elementalist of Ashanzari for, I was about to say week something of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge, but no! For the Crawl 0.18 release tournament. We just picked up our first rune, so where to now? Could do Vaults, grab some more experience. Shoals is just gross. We're going to be getting our third rune, I think, from Abyss. It's so easy as an Ash Worshipper. Maybe I'll go to Elf. No, I haven't even done Orc. What am I thinking? I could do Orc. My magic resistance is so bad that I'm... Oh, let's curse my boots. Nice. That improves our bonuses a bit. Oh, and our stealth is not as high anymore, which is fine. Because we're wearing medium armor instead of light, I'm sorry. Where do we go next? I just don't want to do shoals. I might get my runes from like Snake, Abyss, and Slime this game. Like I'd rather do Slime than Snake than shoals, I think. I'm pretty comfortable with Slime, and shoals can just get out of hand. So do I want to do Orc? I'm really scared about the paralyzed threats. Maybe I just have to preserve my MP for dealing with paralyzing threats with extreme prejudice. Just like as soon as I see one, just nail him with an iron shot. Speaking of... Yeah, just 4 iron shots kill the player ghost. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's buy that. And buy these 2. Yep, great. And let's just make sure we have full MP. And I'm going to take this slowly. I've been playing fairly quick this game, I think. And I just want to make sure, since I know there's some very serious threats in this area, make sure that I treat them with the respect they deserve. Let's in fact scry, so I know when they're coming up around the corner. What is that? That's a sorcerer. These guys are... They look like they should be asleep. They're in this perfect formation, but they're actually walking around. So there's a sorcerer in the southeast is the main thing. Nothing else is too seriously threatening. So I'm trying not to kill the monsters in between me and the sorcerer so that he doesn't get a clear line of sight until I'm ready. I want him to walk into my line of sight and not vice versa. There he is. Miss! Alright, we one-shot him with it, though, when it actually hit. Ogremage, another threat, but now he's by himself. So I can just... being paralyzed wouldn't be the worst thing in the world by just an Ogremage by himself. I don't want it to happen, of course. Wow! Disgusting! Jeez. I mean, it just killed him in one hit. You guys saw that, right? Like, it was for real? We gotta sneak up on this orc. Alright, we got him. Blam! Alright, there's another one, though. And I'm not very well positioned. Yep. That's why we were backing up. Right, let's finish him off. Fine. Alright, and back off to get our MP back. Fine. As long as we don't approach sorcerers in large groups with other threats, we seem to have this under control. What do we got? Second course in spell weaving. What is that, like a level 2 book? Level 5. Dispel Undead. Good spell. Don't really need it right now. Could get it later. Alright. Fen Folio. Nothing in there we really need. Yeah. Book of the Tempest if we wanted to get Shatter, but of course that's ridiculous, so we won't. Shatter is fun, but if you can cast Shatter, you've already won the game, so what is all this about? Sorcerer there, and there. 2 sorcerers, okay. Where do I want to stand to engage all this stuff? I'm thinking just over through this door. That's 1 sorcerer down. That's the other sorcerer down. Oh, and there's a third. Where is he? Up there. I don't have line of sight on him right now, or rather not line of fire. Gotta keep an eye on him. He's the only threat who's relevant. Everything else here is just totally junk. Oh, he must be here? Yes. Let's kill this guy, I guess. Okay, well, we are going to have to negotiate, deal with him via maneuvering rather than via firepower since we ran out of firepower. But that went fine. 3 sorcerers handled. Knowing ahead of time where they were all going to be helps a lot. I mean, okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try to sneak up on him if we can. All right, he's approaching. That's an ogre mage. He doesn't necessarily have paralyze, right? He could have a lot of things, and like confuse would be irrelevant since we have clarity from Ash. What do we want to do with him? What are the odds if I wanted to like paralyze him myself? Is my Evo good enough that that's realistic? No. Fine. We could LRD, but I think that would be quite dangerous. All right. The ogre mage is in range now. Now there's 2 sorcerers. Oh, no, that's an ordinary orc and a sorcerer. Okay. So let's get the sorcerer. Got him. The ogre mage has heal self. Or minor healing, I'm sure it's called. Yeah, okay. So that's book 3, it looks like. Could be book 4. He might have banishment, but that's like no concern at all. He might have LCS, which is a concern. Just does a lot of damage. Let's just Iron Shot him again. Missed. Oh, banishment. All right, that's fine. Any ideas, Ash? Where we should go? I don't see any ideas. All right. Well, let's just get rolling then. How about now? Looks promising. Yep, there it is. Let's pick up a snack on the way out. Oh, Mr. Ogre Mage, you will regret crossing me. Yeah, banishment's no big deal. Is that it? Did we clear it? No, there's more up here. All right, let's put that on exclude and finish auto-exploring. Fine. Now let's open the doors. Probably should have scryed in, actually, before I opened, just in case. Because I don't know what's here, and it could be a problem. You know how it goes. Where? Sorcerer. Please follow me in this direction, sir. This is your stupid Hellwing, isn't it? Right, there's the sorcerer. Get the sorcerer. Yeah, okay, good. Dead. The only good orc sorcerer is a dead orc sorcerer. Okay. These are all good. Ooh. I mean, we can make Steam Dragon armor, but this is already enchanted, which is nice. Now, also it costs money, and like, this is sort of paying $1,300 for an unknown number of enchant armor scrolls, right? Unknown, but less than 7, because like Steam Dragon armor, I can't possibly spend more than 6 on. So this actually seems like not a very good deal. On the other hand, like, oops, we only have 1, right? So being able to buy possibly up to 6 of them all at once is pretty good. But okay, and like, there's other stuff that I would rather buy. Speaking of, let's just delete these things off the list. And this blowgun. Like, I don't have a lot else to spend gold on, really. These potions are all, like, non-essentials. Where can't you reach? Oh, like, something that was obscured by lava. I guess you can't get back here. Okay. Geez, well, I mean, we could call that a video, but it was only, like, 12 minutes, so let's not. Elf? Yeah, we're already there, practically. Oh, you are going to regret standing so close to that grate, sir. This is supposed to be the elf entry where they like snipe you on the other side of grates, but it's like, nope, not this character. You don't. LRD will wreck your day, elf mages. Let's just go back upstairs and get some MP back. Where's this deep elf mage? Is that him? I'm surprised I can see him from here. Yeah, we'll just blow them all up. It's great. This is the best character I've ever had to deal with that elf entry. I guess a whip of electrocution doesn't work so well against not against earth elementals, because they're like immune to electricity, or at least quite resistant. I don't know which. Can I get to the deep elf mage who's summoning all this crap, please? Which one is he? That's the knight. Let's just back off and LRD him. Yep, Iron Shot takes care of him. What a spell. So good. I said that a lot, but it's because I haven't really had it a lot of times recently. Like, since becoming a good player, I suppose I could say. And there's, of course, like, you know, different levels of good, and like there are certainly players better than I am, no question there. Can I LRD Earth Elementals? I can. Get wrecked, stupid mage. That's pretty funny. Well, like, I think I'm an okay player, like pretty good. Not at everything, but pretty good at the way that I like to play. At achieving the goals that I think are important, I should say. I could be better, but I also think that I should recognize that I'm certainly a lot better than I was, and there were times when like I had Iron Shot and didn't know how disgustingly strong it was. And also this character just has a lot of int. Like these are Kybriato stats almost. Actually, they kind of are, not even almost. Aside from the dexterity, which is abysmal. Like Kybriatus gives you plus 15 to all of your stats, basically. And being like 15 and 13 in strength and int naturally, like that's a normal amount of stats to have, I think. So you can imagine Kybriatus characters at this point of the game having those stats. Like, we're getting plus 10 strength. And I think our ringmail has even more, maybe? Yeah, 16 strength bonus. Yeah, no problem. And then intelligence, we're getting 13. Nope. 18. Yeah, we're actually getting more boosts from our gear than we would be from Kybriatos on those two stats. Now, of course, if we had Kybriatos, we would keep getting both, of course. But why am I carrying a club? Get rid of that stupid club. But it's like, yeah, no wonder this character feels like so disgusting. We're getting Kybriatos' stat bonuses and Ash's skill bonuses on the same character. So, you know, just recognize like the lucky stuff you're getting, right? I say sometimes, because I believe it, that a big part of getting good at crawl is learning to recognize, hello, Iron Shot, I guess, when you're lucky. Not just so you can say, oh, I was lucky, but so you can take advantage of it. And like, why am I not eating this stuff? I'm hungry, right? Why is my ghoul not eating it? That's weird. Normally he eats when I auto-explore. And I know I have my normal RC file here, so it's not that. I hate deep elf archers, by the way. They're the worst. I don't know why I spent... I was like, I'll cast Petrify on him. And I was like, actually, they might have some magic resistance. I should check how much magic resistance he has. But then instead of checking, I just like didn't check. And then I cast it on him anyway when it was like 0% to work. It was not 0, but like 22. Anyway, what I was saying was recognizing when a good thing has happened to you. New players often say like, "Oh, the early game is like so hard." They say it's not that it's hard, which I totally agree with, but that it's totally luck based, and you know you need to find gold dragon armor or whatever to like have a chance to get to dungeon 3 or whatever ridiculous stuff they say. This is awful. Where is the demonologist? I need like to deal with him stat. Let's try this. I'll be right with you. I've got like some things to deal with here. I just need to I need to kill the Deep Elf Demonologist. No questions. He's summoning all these... Oh. It occurs to me, I could maybe get away with like, I don't know. Hello, where is he? He's summoning a bunch of like, normally you worry about Deep Elf Demonologists because they summon fiends, and fiends can torment you, and torment is bad, right? So like QED, you don't want to deal with them. But as an undead character, it's not that big a deal. They're still scary monsters, but they're not like gonna dramatically multiply the difficulty of the encounter, right? They just like do some damage. They don't cut your health in half. Anyway, new players say like you gotta get, you know, gold dragon armor to get to like dungeon 5 or whatever, you know, whatever crazy thing new players say, right? And it's like, I don't know. After I got some practice and like more experience, and as I said, I've said this on previous episodes, so like you have very possibly heard this before, but like eventually I came to realize that like, wow, just finding like a good book or a sling. I love slings. They're so good in the early game. Like, that is enough to get you quite far. And you have to you have to recognize that in order to take advantage of it. Otherwise, you'll be like, oh, there's a sling, leave that crap on the ground, right? But like, slings are so good. And recognizing that is a big part of, for me anyway, what is all this crap? What made me start winning more often. Corpse Rot? I mean, that's actually a pretty solid spell. And we already have Necromancy. I kind of want to learn Corpse Rot. Let me just throw a few points into spellcasting here. Why am I training Necromancy so much? I don't remember. My only Necromancy spell is Regen, and I was thinking of learning something else. But what could it have been? Was it just Excruciating Wounds? That might have been it, actually. Yeah, we have plenty of Necromancy for now. I hate Deep Elf Archers. Oh, but they repel missiles. That's why Iron Shot was missing him so much. I don't really want to do the Hollow Blades. I don't need like a Demon Whip or anything. I have a Whip of Electrocution, which I can make a Whip of Pain if I want at some later date. Let me just go grab the Corpse Rot thing so that I remember to learn it. Where does the vault look like it is? Hard to say. Let's explore carefully for now. Wow, my AC is pretty high. Everything is just so good this game. Ah, I found the vault. Okay. Where the entrance is here? Is this it? No. What is this? Wiggloff. All right. Anything I should do to prepare for these guys? Just back off. Shut the door, then back off. Regen a couple times, I suppose, and then Iron Shot will do it. Yeah. See you later, Wiggloff. Deep Elf Elementalist. They're still pretty new. You guys, if you haven't watched all of my episodes, ooh, Gloves of Strength. If you haven't watched all my playlists, you may not recall me talking about Deep Elf Elementalists before, and they could be new. I think they're... Are they new in 0.18? I think they might be. Yeah, they must be. They're new in 0.18. It's sort of easy to forget because like a lot of players and most of the developers play on Trunk, like just the latest changes, including like unreleased changes, which is great. It means like we tend to find bugs before they make it into a release. Oh, that reminds me. Let's just like not go in here or here or like here or here. But it's sort of easy for me to forget like what version things happened in because I don't like live my life by the version numbers too much. And also to forget that there are players who do. Like there are a lot of players who play on stable releases, either like just because they play stable online or because they download the versions when they're released. I played stable for a while before I became a developer, but also for quite a while before that. It's not like I did it and then I was like, oh, I'm a dev, I'll switch. It was like I realized that trunk is pretty cool, and I forget what had changed on trunk that I was like, I gotta have it. But there's just some new stuff on trunk that I wanted to try, and so I did, and it was like, oh, turns out trunk is pretty stable. Like I was like, I just don't want to play on an unstable version. But trunk is pretty stable. Let's memorize corpse right now. C sounds fine, I guess. What is all this crap? Jorgren. Oh, Battle of the Earth Elementalists, huh? All right, well, let's leave him alone. Celebration of the new crawl server that was started up a couple days ago, in fact. Crawl by a guy who really likes Jorgren. He named the server crawl.jorgren.rocks. CJR. All right, Jorgren's awake, I guess. Oh, hello, I'm in the abyss. Sure. Let's just grab all this gold. I got lots of things to spend gold on. There's something that looks like a gate down that way. Wand of Ice Blast, I would like. This Wretched Star is sort of a problem. Let's Iron Shot him. That's how we address problems in this game. But I'd rather tab him now that he's in range, because I want to save my MP for the elves who are going to be greeting me on my way out. And Jorgren. Oh, I should have... No! Disaster! Oh my god, don't shatter me, please. That would be so cruel. Wow. Alright. Wow. We almost died there. I didn't consider that I would be leaving... that he would get a turn, like, as I came through the gate. When I got Abyssed, I reminded myself, hey, put up some buffs or something before you come out, because bad stuff could happen. But I forgot just how bad it could be. Like, I was getting Hellfired, although these days we call it Damnation, and Jorgren petrified me instantly. So this is like... This is horrible. And I'm just very lucky that he didn't do anything worse to me. He, like, petrified me and then just started walking up to me. If he had instead, like... Also, I'm really surprised that being petrified only... I didn't even get a single turn to react. I guess that's just because it takes some time to come out of the gateway. Anyway, he didn't shatter, he didn't LRD, he didn't even hit me. Except once... oh, no, he did LRD me once. Here we go. But okay, fine. So absolutely the most serious response possible is what I will do here. I am planning to blink away. But let's evaluate, see if there's something better. Even though I found a plan that I like, we can always find a better one. You know, they say if you play chess, you know, when you find a good move, keep looking. All right, so Petrify is like horrifying, obviously. His magic resistance is quite high, so like one thing I was considering was like a Scroll of Fear to make them run away, but I think that would be a big underreaction. And I have more blinking than fear anyway. So another thing I could do is drink a potion of flight, because Shatter does dramatically less damage when you're flying. Let's see. How far away could I blink to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get to here, but he would still see me on that square. What could he do from that distance that would bother me? He could LRD me, but that would be fine. I don't even mind. He could shatter, but at that distance I don't think it would do much damage. And then I could duck around the corner and I would have several turns where they can't see me. Alternatively, where could I go? I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could go to here, but he would see me there as well. I think this might be in his way, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So up here looks like the place. Then what would I do? I would teleport, probably. Maybe haste and walk away? Oh, pass wall, right? These are rock, yeah. Yeah. All right, so that's what we do. We blink up there, we step east, we pass wall north. Jorgren does have the ability to chase us with dig, but if he does so, we'll know he's doing it. And he won't be able to do it. I don't know that he will, because he won't know. He won't see us go through the wall, right? That's the thing. He'll just be like, oh, he blinked up there, and then I came up there and he was gone. So, I think that's a plan. I'm worried that I'm going to take a plan like that and get killed and be like, oh, I should have reacted more strongly. Like, because is pass wall, I don't know. I think pass wall there is better than like teleporting. But I'm worried that it's going to take like more turns than I realize, and in the meantime, they'll come up and kill me. So that's a concern. The other thing is, Jorgren could conceivably, like, when I step around this corner, he could dig his way up to me, exposing me to their fire sooner than I expect. So the extra turns that I need for pass wall, I might be getting shot at. But I think teleport is just too risky. There's a big chunk of this level that if I land in it, I'll be in a worse position than I am with the pass wall plan. So I think that's what we do. We just blink, step, pass wall. Yes. Move to here. Make sure these are both rock. Rock. All right, the plan is conceptually sound. All right, he just stepped closer. Fine. Now we step east to get out of line of sight, and we pass wall north. Whoa, the rock is gone. That's a funny little you can actually pass wall through rock that doesn't exist. Let me add that to the bug list. Okay, well, that plan did not work out great. So I think we probably teleport here. Right? Maybe just flying to... I don't know. Any moment, Jorgren could, like, petrify us. And that would be a problem. So let's teleport. And then get out of his line of sight. How much fog do I have? 3? Ah, he can't see me right now because there's a sorcerer in the way. So we'll just walk away. All right, we're out. One of the devs is asking me about that. I just did. He's asking what should it do instead of letting you teleport through rock that doesn't exist. I propose that it should act like if you're trying to pass wall and something constricts you, that interrupts it. I think if the wall you're trying to pass through vanishes, you should be interrupted as well. But that's a question for another day. Today we're trying to win a game quickly. But okay, so the fact that Jorgren is here means maybe I don't want to finish elf at all. Yeah, let's just not go to elf 3. Kill holing is all great, and the elves are all great, but there's this dwarf. We already killed one dwarf in elf 3, right? Wigloff is a dwarf. But I don't want to mess with Jorgren when I have negative magic resistance. Scary business in there. Anyway, I think that since we're sort of, quote, done with elf, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.